Hello everyone once again. I know it's been a while, but had a little video here that wanted to go ahead and share with you guys real quick. If you are like me and you have an Android phone and you are into the whole rooting and the development community side of it all, then you know that there's a lot of us who are eagerly anticipating Ice Cream Sandwich for our phones. I now have a Galaxy S2 phone on Sprint, and I'm really excited for CyanogenMod 9, which is Ice Cream Sandwich based. And I don't have any idea when that's going to come out, so I think I did some digging around and I found something that would, I guess, kind of hold me over until then. I haven't really had a chance to play with Ice Cream Sandwich since I don't have a Nexus phone. So I actually found an alpha ROM for my Nook Color for Ice Cream Sandwich. It's based on CyanogenMod 9, and it's a very early alpha build, so it's the performance isn't really great. There's a lot of things missing. Definitely wouldn't recommend it as a daily driver for your tablet if you decide to go that route. But it's a pretty interesting experiment. It gives you a nice idea of what Ice Cream Sandwich is like and what are the changes from previous ROMs like gingerbread and honeycomb and all that stuff. So I went ahead and I flashed this onto my Nook Color, who I know I've showed you guys a bunch of videos of it running gingerbread and stuff like that in the past. So I went ahead and I flashed on Ice Cream Sandwich, and I wanted to highlight some of the changes from my previous videos over to this. So again, this is going to be really basic. Performance ain't going to be that great, but I wanted to show you guys anyway because I think it's pretty cool. So I know you can't see it very well. I chose a really bright background, which is a pretty stupid idea in hindsight. But this is your home screens here. Just like on Honeycomb, if you guys have used the Honeycomb tablet, you have that little 3D rotation effect, and you have several how many home screens is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 home screens that you can drop apps and widgets all over the place. And I usually like to keep mine in a certain order with certain things in certain home screens, but again, I've just kind of threw this together, so I'm not it isn't the prettiest thing in the world, but I just wanted to highlight a few things. So obviously, you know, you do have, just like most of the new Ice Cream Sandwich phones are going to have, you do have your interface buttons down here. You got the back arrow, the home key, and the recent apps key, which is pretty cool. It's pretty much exactly like what you saw in Honeycomb if you used it before. It keeps a list of your recent apps that you used, and you can kind of flip through them real quick. But one of the cool things that they changed in Ice Cream Sandwich is that you can actually close apps with that. So if you bring up this this little guy here, and you can see I've got music, set CPU for my overclock, browser, and settings there. If you want to get rid of any of them, if you want to close them out, you can kind of just select it and drag it away, and it gets cleared. So that's pretty cool. You can kind of close programs on demand, which is kind of cool. There's that. I want to go ahead and show you guys some of the options are very robust now, the settings. I'm not sure how much of this is because of CyanogenMod and how much of this is actually Ice Cream Sandwich by itself, but you can see that there is a ton of options now, and it's these are all the Wi-Fi networks on the right side. So just like you're used to if you use the Gmail app, if you used a lot of the tablet-specific apps, it kind of chops it in half and puts one thing on one side and one on the other. So that's kind of cool there. Obviously, you do have your CyanogenMod settings over here, but there is a bunch of stuff here like you know, your apps, your battery, your storage space, your display, which kind of breaks things down. Like if we go to storage, it kind of gives you a little graph of what's taking up space. Apps, you know, audio, downloads, how much space you have available, and all that good stuff. And another pretty cool one up here is the wireless networks, is the data usage. I think this one's pretty interesting. If you go over to data usage, it actually, if you're using a mobile phone, this can actually come in handy because it keeps a little graph of how much data you've used in the last, you know, I've only had this on for a day, so it's giving me the week view of the 18th to the 25th, and how much data I've used, 322 megabytes. Of course, it's all been on Wi-Fi, so no big deal. But it's pretty cool for those of you who are on networks that don't give you unlimited data. It can be pretty handy in keeping tabs on where you're at for the month. So yeah, those are some of the basic settings. That's really cool. I really like the recent apps shortcut. I think that's kind of cool. And aside from that, I just wanted to show you guys a couple of things. In particular, it is kind of choppy. It doesn't have very great performance. It's very laggy, and that's even with it running overclocked. As you guys can see, that animation's kind of choppy. So is that there? Kind of struggles a little bit. If we go over the widgets, they're usually a pause. Like the widgets are up here, it splits it up between apps and widgets. So if we do widgets, oh, am I not touching it? There we go. You'll see how it kind of stutters a little bit. Not really fast, but then again, this is what 2 or 3 year old hardware we're working with, so the fact that it can run it at all is pretty impressive, I think. This choppy behavior, I mean, when you first flash it, it's way worse, but I actually have set CPU running, and it's overclocked to 1200 megahertz, 1.2 gigahertz. So it's really trying. It's giving it its all. So I think that's kind of cool. And that's pretty much it. Aside from that, I just wanted to show you guys a couple of the native Google apps and stuff. You have your contacts list right here under People. Jeez, I need to correct my aim here. And same thing. To Windows, you know, you got your numbers over here, or the name of your numbers, and then you got the detailed list on this side. The Google Music app's pretty cool. It's pretty much exactly like what you see on Honeycomb. And again, it doesn't run anywhere near as smooth as it does on my Transformer tablet, but as you can see, it's functioning. The animation's kind of smooth when you lay it down like this. When you go landscape and portrait, it can kind of be a little weird. And if you play stuff, obviously, it's playing there, and you can see the little icon down here. So you can pause it or stop it, fast forward, whatever. Oops. Sorry, it's kind of hard to aim through the phone. I'm recording on my phone right now, but there's that. And that's about it. I got the market on here. It does do, it can do some games and stuff, but again, it is going to be pretty choppy and kind of unresponsive. So the one thing I haven't tried is I haven't tried Netflix here. I don't even know if it works on it, but it might work, and if it does, it's probably going to be choppy as crap, so it might not even be worth it. And last but not least, the browser. I got a couple of my bookmarks over here. Nothing special, just your regular run-of-the-mill Android browser. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Yeah, there we go. So, again, nothing too different than what you guys are used to seeing. But there's that right there. So that's Ice Cream Sandwich, a very early alpha build running on the Nook Color. This is not the Nook tablet. This is the old Nook Color. So if you have any questions or anything, feel free to drop them in the comments. I know with my last few videos I was pretty bad about replying to comments and stuff, but I've been using my YouTube channel quite a bit lately. So feel free to go ahead and ask any questions or your thoughts or whatever, and I'll go ahead and I'll do my best to get back to you. If you've enjoyed the video at all, go ahead and like it. Go ahead and subscribe. I plan on posting a lot more stuff like this in the future. And if you're feeling very generous, then go ahead and click one of the ads near the video here on the page, so that way you can help me pay my bills. That'll be cool. But that's about it. So go ahead and leave me a comment and let me know what you think.